So what is basically the digital certificate is? It is an electronic document that is basically used to prove online identity of a website or an individual. ठीक है? Then it provides basically by the certificate authority. तो जिस तरह से अगर हमें अपनी आइडेंटिटी को प्रूव करना है कि डेट वी आर पाकिस्तानी या फॉर एग्जांपल ऑस्ट्रेलियन इंडियन, so the point here is we basically need to show our identity card that was issued by the authority, that's the third party authority, for example नादरा in पाकिस्तान. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास होता ये है कि जो सर्टिफिकेट अथॉरिटी है वही डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट प्रोवाइड करती है, उसके अलावा और कोई प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकता. सो बेसिक पर्पस क्या होता है? आइडेंटिटी प्रूफ करने के लिए होता है. सो आइटम्स डेट आर ऑन अ डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट इज वैलिडिटी, मतलब उसकी स्टार्ट या इशू डेट जो होती है, उसका वर्जन नंबर क्या है, सीरियल नंबर क्या है, ठीक है, और सर्टिफिकेट इश्यूअर का नाम क्या है, कंपनी की डिटेल्स क्या है, पब्लिक की मतलब सर्टिफिकेट होल्डर की अपनी खुद की पब्लिक की, यूज फॉर डिक्रिप्टिंग द मैसेज which is basically we will cover in SSL certificate, issuer's identity, company identity, signature algorithm, or that is basically used to create the produce the hash key, that is digest, which we have covered. Digital signature of the certificate issuing authority, the certificate basically sign the digital certificate so that the certificate itself cannot be modified. Okay, yeah, we can check the what we can say integrity of a digital certificate. So how a user can apply for a digital certificate? So there's a web server which is said to be a user or a client or an inquirer. So if that web server wants a digital certificate, so it basically writes or fills an application, online application form, and it submits to the certificate authority. As well as it will basically provide its public key, okay, as well as the user ID, that is the name of the organization, address, and what they do. That is a complete detail of an organization that is inside a user ID. Then the certificate authority verifies the data, identify the user ID details, investigate it, and then simply after investigation it gets completed. So the user ID and the public key of a client, which would basically use for the decryption, is basically encrypted using the public key of a certificate authority, so that this document that is inside the certificate authority, that is inside the certificate authority, is encrypted form, so that अगर किसी हाथ लग भी जाए तो वो डेटा को डिक्रिप्ट ना कर पाए, रीड ना कर पाए, मीनिंगलेस हो डेटा उसके लिए. और जो डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट जो प्रोड्यूस होता है वो इटसेल्फ जो है उसको हम क्या करते हैं, या डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट अथॉरिटी करता है उसको साइन करता है, उसको इनक्रिप्ट करता है बाय यूजिंग इट्स प्राइवेट की, सो दैट डिजिटल सिग्नेचर उस पर लग जाए और सर्टिफिकेट को भी अगर कोई चेंज करे तो वो भी पता चल जाए. So that is how a user can apply for a digital certificate. So these are the wording that is written over here. Inquiry is made to a certificate authority. Inquirer details checked by a CA. If inquirer details verified by a CA, then public key is agreed. CA creates a certificate that includes the inquirer public key. So encrypting data by the CA with CA's public key or private key. So these are some difference between the digital certificate and a digital signature. That digital certificate is obtained from a issuing authority. Signature is created from a message. Digital certificate provides authentication of the owner. Signature is used to authenticate the message. Certificate remain unchanged while it is valid. New signature is created for every message. Only certificate provides extra information and does not use private key. So only signature make use of the private key and does not provide extra information. तो ये